Okay. Sally, what's your country?
I born in Iran.
In Iran.
Iran?
Yeah. And what's your sport?
Boxing.
And did you play Maccabiah? When?
Wrestling.
1965.
1965. And how did you do in the World Maccabiah in what weight?
I got 62 kilograms.
Which is how much?
62, it's kilos.
140, okay.
Yeah.
And how'd you do?
I got silver medal.
Silver medal worldwide. Okay. Then what happened? Then what happened? Then you came to...
I lost my medal in Iran. I left in Iran.
He had to leave, and he left his medal.
So
Finish.
always I'm concluding the stories. Okay, this is a good partnership. So one day I got a telephone call from a dear friend, Gal, who told me, you know, Yal, I have a very dear friend who participated on behalf of Iran in 1965 at the 7th Maccabiah. I said, I'm not sure that Iran participated in the Maccabiah in the past. He said, you know what, check it, get back to me. I went to the director of the archive in Maccabi World Union. I told him, you know, check, Iran participated in 1965. He returned to me with a booklet. Yes, they participated with 12 athletes. And they won 1 silver medal by a gentleman by the name Suleiman Binefar. So I confirm the information. And then Gal says, you know, once he escaped from Iran, he lost all his memorabilia. And for the last 40 years, he's looking for any memorabilia, certificate, medal, something that can, you know, can give back the memories. I went to the archive again, and luckily I found 3 medals from this Maccabiah that we have extra medals. So I told Gal, you know, I'm coming in a few months to LA, I'll bring with me a souvenir, don't tell him what. I came, I think it was a year and a half ago, and I met with this gentleman, and I heard the story that his mother sent him, you know, to train in wrestling because of the anti-Semitism around. There was no other way to survive. And he was the only Jewish wrestler at that club, and he was the best over there. So he came to the Maccabiah, had a great achievement. He does not know, in Maccabi Hall of Fame, there is a huge picture of him wrestling and competing with the American and Israeli guy at that time, Tsuberi, I think. It was something very moving.
Did you beat
him?
Did you beat him?
He beat him. And so I came to Mr. Binefar home. It was a year ago. And he arranged like a wedding, like 400 people of the community were over there. I came early, you know, I'm coming on time. So when his wife opened the door, she said, are you from the catering? Come in. No, I'm not from the catering. I told her I'm from the organization. After 2 hours, you know, people start coming, amongst them the Nazarian's family. So I was sitting, you know, like a Shah in the sofa with Suleiman and with Nazarian, with Travis, yeah?
Yes.
My wife called me and she said, why you don't call back? I'm looking for you for the last 2 hours. I'm sitting now, you know, with the community. I cannot answer any telephone. And it was a great evening. And we had a dream that we didn't fulfill yet to bring originally from Iran a delegation to the Maccabiah. My colleagues in Israel still thinking that this is something that we can do. I'm not sure that for this Maccabiah, but definitely we'll continue to work on it. Suleiman told me that if we don't bring from Iran, we'll bring from Los Angeles and Long Island. So one way or another, we will have a nice representation. And not only that, Mr. Binefar accepted our proposal to be the patron of the wrestling tournament in the upcoming Maccabiah, which will be very moving.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. We love you.
So there is another gentleman.
Listen to this. Come on. Tell them the story.
What's his name?
Binefar.
Binefar.
So there is another gentleman on the committee by the name Eli Marmur. Originally in Israel, he was a very famous soccer player in Israel on the national team. Arrived to LA mistakenly 40 years ago. to study and became a resident here. He's art and Navas art still, you know, in Israel. And he opened the Maccabi clubs here 30 years ago, even more than 30 years ago, and initiated a special project by the name JCC Maccabi Games, International Junior Games. And these games became very famous in North America. Once a year we have during the summer different communities that host the games. This coming summer we are going to have in Orange County a set of games also in Houston. And a few years ago, Nava approached me and said, you know what, why we do the games only in the States? Why we don't do them in Israel? So I said, because this is North American Maccabi games. This is not Israeli games. But, you know, ideas came into fruition, and a year ago, under the initiation of this young, nice couple, we had North American Maccabi games in Israel, in the northern part of Israel, in Kiryat Shmona.
Wow.
So you can realize that in the northern part of Israel, they never have any international events. Usually it's in the center, Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Haifa, Netanya. We brought 2,000 American kids to Israel for 2 weeks, and we had such a great event over there. And you know, in the National Stadium of Kiryat Shmona, they never had any event rather than soccer competitions. So at our event, we had, amongst others, also fireworks. So all the Lebanese, you know, which is nearby, were alert that we start a new operation. It was very moving. And Eli, thank you for great thing. And we had also, thanks to his great support, we inducted Eli in the Hall of Fame in Kfar Maccabiah in Israel. And we have many plans for the future. Thank you, Nava and Eli, for the